It's time for Chill and Heal. From mental health and anxiety to nutrition and self-care, just chill and live a happy life. Chill and Heal with Chill Spa owner Chrissy Cantor on 99.9 and AM 1370 WFEA.
Together to simply live a happy life. Remember, sharing is caring, and we are not alone. And I always say that we are not alone. And today, our Chill and Heal show, we will be celebrating Wellness Month with Mariah Frisella, a registered nurse, a mom, a wife, and founder and CEO of Origin Wellness. Good morning, Mariah.
Good morning, Chrissy. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited. Oh, my God. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself? But I do have to let everyone know. I actually met Mariah when she was like 8 or 9 years old and best friends with my niece, Michaela. So to see you so grown up, so amazing, so professional, and infusing wellness into our community. I just want to say thank you, and I had to let everyone know that.
Thank you, Chrissy. I know when we met, I was babysitting your daughters,
yes,
who now have their own kids, which is wild.
I
so
know.
I feel like I'm dating myself saying that, but you have a beautiful family.
Thank you so much.
So blessed to have you in my life.
Oh, I'm so blessed. And I had an amazing IV up at Chill Spa yesterday. So I'm like excited to share because she's amazing, and we all need wellness in our lives, right?
I agree.
And positivity and encouragement, and to be courageous and awesome.
Absolutely.
So can you tell everyone a little bit about who you are and what you're doing? And we'll go from there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I have been a registered nurse for 11 years now, which also seems really crazy to hear that, too. I remember when I was entering into nursing school at 18 years old, and here we are 16 years later.
And, I mean, I feel like it was just yesterday that you were babysitting Sawyer and Dante. Well, maybe not Sawyer, but kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like, where does the time go?
I know. And once you have your own kids, then, gosh, I say this all the time, but we have a 6 and a 3-year-old, and I don't know. The time just goes so fast. All of a sudden you blink and they're going to first grade, and it's absolutely wild.
It is wild. It's like, oh my gosh, you get out into the professional world, and then you marry the love of your life, and then you have babies. And I mean, for me, my daughter, Sawyer, she just had her second baby, Sailor Ray.
So beautiful.
And it reminds me, like, I feel like it was just yesterday that I had this beautiful baby bump, you know? And
now
really,
you get it again.
Exactly.
And a grandbaby.
Yeah, grandbaby, exactly. Except 27 years later, it's just so wild.
Yeah.
It is.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. So let's talk about your amazing business. And you're the first only nurse-run business, IV therapy, which I enjoyed, and I have been promoting IV therapy since the beginning of my Chill show because of Vessel IV Bar out in New Mexico, where my sweetie is, J Block. So, and I was like, all right, I need IV therapy, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm opening this business. So you want to tell me a little bit about your business?
Yeah, absolutely. We had a great session yesterday doing Chrissy's IV. So I am the CEO and founder of Origin Wellness Company. My husband, Nate Frisella, is my co-partner in this, and the CTO. He does all of our technology work, which you guys can't see right now, but
he is right behind the camera videoing us for our YouTube channel, Chill and Heal. That will be coming soon, and we're so excited.
Yeah. So this idea really came to me because I saw the need in the community for wellness to be delivered to our clients, right? So I think really what our consumers and clients are looking for is to stay in the comfort of their home. They want to be with their children. They want to be with their families. Or maybe they are at work and they need a little pick-me-up. So we will come to you. We offer premium level IV hydration, or IV cocktails, like we like to call them. We have different types of cocktails that focus on energy boost, immune support, hangover relief for any partiers, migraine support, you name it. We pretty much have a cocktail that will certainly help you feel really, really great. And we basically tailor them to your needs. We are New Hampshire's first and only completely nurse-run, owned and operated IV hydration clinic, mobile IV hydration clinic, which is very, very exciting. And to see this dream come to fruition just takes my breath away almost every day. Our team is amazing, and for us to get to this point has been monumental in the nursing community.
Goosebumps. It really is. Because you've been working as a registered nurse for how many years?
11 years. I've been a registered nurse. Yep.
Okay. Can you share a little bit about your nursing career?
Yeah, absolutely. So I had a very cushy corporate nurse career at a very large hospital here in the state for 11 solid years. And this fall, I had to make probably one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make surrounding the vaccine mandates. I really had to stay true to myself and my morals and my conviction, and that ultimately cost me my job, which felt like I was looking at the mountain. I was at the bottom of the mountain, and I was looking up and not quite sure how we were going to climb up that mountain. Thankfully, my husband Nate has been incredibly supportive in that, and our family has been very, very supportive in that decision. And I say it was probably the easiest hard decision that I've ever had to make. Easy because I know who I am, and I know what I believe, and I know my conviction in what I see as right and wrong. And hard because we have a family to support, and I'm just like everybody else. We have to pay bills too, and that's a very scary thing to realize. Your entire career is coming to an end because of a vaccine, unfortunately.
Yeah, which really isn't a vaccine, because I've spoken to Linda and Linda the pharmacist, who is very courageous out on the sea coast. It's not a vaccine. They had to change the definition of the vaccine. So, and I am 100% against any kind of mandates at all. Freedom of choice. That is what I'm about. So to me, I'm like, I can feel your pain. I have a company. I would never mandate anything on anyone. But big companies that are mandating and taking our livelihood away from us, and government officials that are allowing this to happen, is just unacceptable. And to stand up and think outside the box and be courageous. I've told you this, I'm so proud of you, and I'm so excited. And it's a need that we need. Mm-hmm. And wherever we are, this is not about shaming anyone that's had a vaccine or not had a vaccine. This is about giving us choice. And I stand by choice. And infusions are so beneficial, so positive. I had them out in New Mexico at Vessel IV Bar, and I can't even tell you. Oh my gosh, well, I can tell you, and I'm going to tell you. I was traveling back and forth because I love my J Block, and I got on a plane and I had to wear a mask for hours and hours because it's a long way to go from Manchester to Albuquerque. And with that, every single time I got off the plane, I was like so sick. And then it was a year ago, I got off and I was run down. I flatlined for 3 days, and it was just, it was too much. And I was like, I'd never experienced an IV bar. I never experienced the benefits of it, but I had heard about it. So Jay started researching for me, and we found a great place in Albuquerque And a shout out to those awesome ladies that fueled me and picked me up, and I did get better. I mean, I was still sick, but way less sick, and it got me back on my feet. But I continue to do it, and it is a fact in my life. For April, the mandate was lifted, and after that, I haven't been sick. And I'm like, it was the mask. Wearing the mask for that many hours, being suffocated as far as I'm concerned, and the bacteria. I mean, let's face it, if we took like a black light and we saw the bacteria on the masks, breathing in our own toxic, toxicity, we need to detox. So I just think it's just unbelievable to bring that to Manchester and to bring it to where we are as people, in the sense that some people aren't afraid and some people, are still nervous. And I totally understand that. We should be protecting our loved ones in the sense of, don't send in COVID patients into nursing homes. And that was a executive order done by lots of people, lots of government officials. Como, executive order that you could not, you had to let COVID patients into, you couldn't test, you didn't have to test them. You had to allow them to come in. I'm like, that sounds like a deadly weapon. If they're saying it's so deadly, why are you sending in COVID patients into nursing homes with our loved ones when we can't actually see them? We're not allowed to go see our loved ones. Well, we weren't allowed to. So to me, this is just insanity. And we can't forget what has happened to all of us, every single one of us. So with that, we're going to let that go, but we're not going to forget what our government officials allowed to happen to us. And we are going to fuel our mind, body, and soul with goodness. And let's talk about the IV therapies and all the choices. And for me, I didn't know how to choose. And so I went there. The nurses were great. They shared, this is in New Mexico, Vessel IV Bar. But now I could call you at Origin Wellness Company and actually go online, originwellnessco.co. And I love your website, which your husband created, right?
Thank you. Yes. He did an amazing job with our website. That took quite a bit of work, but it is absolutely beautiful and something we are very, very proud of. We have all of our infusions listed on the website under our IV section. It gives a little blurb about what is in each infusion and what the purpose of each infusion is, or what it's going to target. And then our pricing menu is there as well. Really, with any client visit, you do get a registered nurse who is treating you and doing a consultation that is tailored to you. Everybody's needs are very different, and the support that they need and their bodies need in that moment is going to be very different as well. Somebody may have some travel coming up. Maybe they're feeling great and they have a little travel coming up. We should probably think about boosting the immune system so that you have a great flight and you have a great trip as well, and you don't get sick. And sometimes maybe we just need a little bit of energy boost, or if we were out partying the night before, maybe we need a hangover relief as well. So, like I said, every single consult is coming with a registered nurse, and we will tailor infusions to the needs of you.
Which I love. And it was great because I chilled and chat with my girlfriend yesterday, and we both had IVs, and she had something different than I did. And I really didn't know exactly what I needed. I've just been feeling like really exhausted, and I haven't been sleeping well. And you did say that I would get a great night's sleep, and I really did. Last night, I slept like a rock, and it felt really, really good. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely. Some of the infusions, maybe we're already feeling okay, and it's really hard sometimes to tell the subtle changes that the infusions can provide, because maybe we're not really, really sick, and then all of a sudden we feel really good after the infusion. It's a subtle change, but things like sleeping well that makes a huge difference. Sleep is so important to our day, and when we get a good night's sleep, that makes a world of difference.
It really does. And sleep is so important. Hydration is so important. And you're delivering hydration and vitamins and minerals. And so I'm a hairdresser, everyone. So I never have the verbiage. And so what I love about your, it explains everything that goes in. But so how do you evaluate what people need exactly? Just from different questions. Like my girlfriend had an immunity boost. Which one was that called?
That was called Immunity.
Okay.
Yep. So that has higher doses or more concentrated doses of zinc, vitamin C. Those are things that are going to help support your immune system, whether you're not feeling well or you have something coming up, or maybe you're going to be exposed to larger situations that are, you can't really control who's there. That's actually been a pretty popular one this time of year for teachers, surprisingly, because they're working in Petri dishes, right?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, especially with some younger kids. I know, we have a 6 and a 3-year-old, and they are Petri dishes. Once one gets it, we all get it. They love to share, including germs.
Oh, yes.
So, anybody that really can't afford to be missing work, or, we're going back to school pretty soon, that's something certainly to think about if you're going to be in situations where you're inside quite a bit, you're around a lot of people, maybe around children that have runny noses, different viruses and things like that. We may want to consider doing an immune boost. And that's what we would discuss in our consult with the nurse, either before the infusion, over the phone, or at the time of the infusion, and tailor it right then and there.
That's so great. And I forget about that. It's a defense. It's like putting a bubble around ourselves to keep. So if the germs, all right, I'm going to be a little ding-a-ling-ish. So when we build our immunity, we're going to get less sick, right?
Exactly.
All right. So maybe the germs come in contact with us, but our body is fighting it naturally.
Exactly. And there's situations that we might not feel are overly stressful. But say for a teacher, for example, you've been home all summer, maybe you have summer break. Getting back to the swing of things, that is a stress on the body, whether you feel like it's a stress or not. It is a stress. It's a change in your day-to-day routine. That's naturally going to weaken your immune system. So it's definitely going to make you more susceptible to any types of cold viruses that might be out there. So giving yourself that extra protection, that is certainly going to help fight off any of those, weaker strains of viruses.
That's amazing. And I love how you simplify it and you bring it back to, it's about protection.
Exactly.
So protection, having faith in our own body, fueling it with the things that it needs, and that helps us empower us and feel better.
Exactly. It's not to say that, you're immune proof where you're not going to get sick, but your recovery time is way shorter. The symptoms may be far less severe, may prevent hospitalizations in some of these bigger viruses that we hear about. So it's certainly something to take into consideration as we're heading into the cooler months here, being indoors more often.
Yeah, and I think it's so important. I didn't think about that, and I'm definitely going to do the immunity one next. But my daughters, back in the day, 27 and 21, they were, when they went out and about and daycare, school, constantly getting sick, ran through the house. We would shake it off. But it's just, but that helps build their immunity, too, is kind of getting sick, right? Isn't that how it works? Kind of, sort of?
Yeah. So just to be clear, we treat adults with the IV infusions.
Oh, yeah. And I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking about, but how it, they build their immunity when they're kids.
Absolutely. And like I said, they share everything.
Yes.
So, of course, they're going to share that to mom and dad. And that's the caregiver. So, it does stink when your little one is sick. it really stinks when your little one is sick and you're sick too. It's really hard to take care of them. So if you can try to support your body the best you can by getting adequate sleep, a lot of hydration, good nutrition, and then IV infusions are great too, especially the immunity boost. It might make those times a little bit more tolerable.
Totally. So I guess my thing is, they get to school, they get sick, they come back, we get sick, and then all of a sudden we're run down. So if we are building our immunity and doing these IV infusions, that is going to either we're not going to get sick or we're going to lessen our severity of being sick. We'll be able to shake it off quicker. And that's the key thing is fueling our bodies with goodness. And with that, it's one of those mornings I've lost my train of thought, Mariah.
That's okay.
Oh my goodness. So let's see. Where are we off to? We're off to this is good for teachers getting back to school and how you talk about stress. Let's talk about stress. It comes in all different forms, whether we think it or not. Change is stress. And when there's stress in our bodies, our cells change, correct? And when our cells change, that's when disease sets in, sickness comes into play, and that is not good. So stress is not good. No sleep, no hydration. That is not good for our bodies at all. So we need to sleep, hydrate, and do things that are smart and helpful for ourselves. And what I love about your new company is you go anywhere.
Exactly. So, I'm a busy mom too.
Yep.
We have young kids and we're running businesses, and to up and leave everything or try to find a sitter or try to plan out the day to go to a med spa or something and get the infusion can certainly be challenging, and it can be deterring in certain situations. Or if something comes up and then you have to cancel the appointment, it's kind of a lose for everybody all around. So we've recognized that it's really our top priority to listen to our clients' needs, meet them where they're at, and tailor things to what they're feeling and what they're needing. And that means that we're going to go to your house, we're going to come to your work, we're going to come to Chill Spa and hang out. That was a really fun afternoon. Chrissy's blue mood lights, I think, almost put us all to sleep, but it was really a fun time. We do different types of events and parties, big events, and even if you just want to have a ladies' night or a guys' night or something like that, bachelorette party, really, we want to make you feel comfortable. We want to treat you from the inside out.
Yes.
Where you're at and where you're most comfortable, which is usually your home.
Yeah. And then we don't even have to think about it.
Exactly.
We can just give you a call or go online and book a service. How does that work?
Yep. So you can certainly go to our website and go ahead and request an appointment from there. We have all of our social media links linked there. We have our phone number there as well. Some of my close friends will message me or our team nurses, and that's certainly fine as well. However you feel most comfortable getting in touch with us, you do that, and we will make sure that we have a consultation for you and get you on our schedule.
Yeah, that's great because you take the stress out of it. Whether you're at work, you're at home, people can just pick up the phone. Because so many times we might be like, all right, I need something, but it's not convenient. Mm-hmm. It's not convenient. The other thing is talking about the IVs versus, and I take supplements when I should be taking all my supplements. And I go on and off with taking my supplements thanks to Dr. Z, my chiropractor that I love. So I'm trying to listen better to those that I trust. But even with that, it's good to take supplements. But what is the difference between taking supplements and doing the IV infusions?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, supplementation is great, and for almost all all individuals that's probably necessary. Or the way food is produced, it's just completely different than it was, say, 50 years ago. So really what is most important is to get those nutrients into your bloodstream as fast as possible. And that would be through IV infusion that immediately enters your bloodstream and goes right into your cells, bypassing your gut, which, if you take a tablet, that would be absorbed through your gut, and it takes a little bit longer for the effect to hit your cells. So IV therapy for various different nutrients and vitamins, minerals, really is the gold standard and the fastest way for cell absorption.
So, I get so chatty, and I can't believe we're going to a commercial break. All right. Thank you, Pat. We're going to be chilling and healing in a few minutes after our little commercial break. Thank you.
Come chill. Manchester's a war-winning days, but just chill. Come spend a day at Chill. Escape the stress of your everyday life. It's good for the mind, body and soul. A boutique spa with all the luxury of a resort. Look chill, feel chill, be chill. Let our talented staff make you fabulous. From couples massage to facials, spray tanning and hair design. We got so much more. Come chill. Manchester's award-winning day spa, just chill. Come spend a day at Chill.
Online at chillspa.com. More than ever before, it's important to take care of your well-being and fuel your mind, body, and soul with goodness. Tune in Wednesdays at 9 a.m. for Chill and Heal with Chill Spa owner Chrissy Cantor, the Chill Girls, and special guests sharing experiences and expert advice on how to keep it simple. Just chill and live a happy life. They'll dive into a variety of topics, from mental health and anxiety to nutrition, self-care, and tips on how to look and feel good every day. Chill and Heal, Wednesdays at 9 a.m. on 99.9 and AM 1370 WFEA. We get busy with our day-to-day lives. Chill Spa wants to remind you to take time for you. Making clients look and feel their best is their mission. Chill Spa is here to treat your body, calm your mind, and soothe your soul. Chill specializes in luxurious facials, face and body skin tightening, and cellulite solutions, skin and body contouring, makeup, hair, and nail care, spray tanning, and more. Book your chill time today. 1224 Hanover Street in Manchester. Online at chillspa.com. Chillspa.com.
Now, back to Chill and Heal on 99.9 and AM 1370 WFEA.
Good morning, Jamie, Chill Girl. Are you there?
Are you guys there?
We are here. How are you doing, Jamie?
Oh my gosh, I was just laughing because you were saying how you're lost your train of thought and it was just one of those mornings, and that is the morning I am having. I should be there with you. And
Oop, I lost you for a second. Can you hear us now? Jamie? Are you in a bad zone? Can you hear me now? All right. Well, maybe she'll pipe back in.
hey,
Oh,
can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
So I was just saying this is part of my crazy morning. You just switched over to my Bluetooth in my car. Sorry about that. I was giggling when you said you were having a hard time with your train of thought this morning, because that's just how my morning's been. And couldn't get out of the house on time and was supposed to be in there with you guys in person, and then had to turn around and go back home because we forgot something, and it's just the morning I've been having.
Oh my gosh, I get it. I was so grateful that Mariah picked me up this morning, so I had a few minutes to chill and gather my thoughts.
Yes, so I'm definitely excited to go to work because I am going to be chill. Even though it's work for me, it's chill. I get to relax. I love what I do for a living, so I'm so thankful for that. So as soon as I get to work, I'm just going to decompress. See, sorry, you can hear everything dinging in my car.
It's reality.
Yes, this is reality. So I'm really excited to share our chill specials. So we are still in Wellness Month, so this is so perfect that we're talking about wellness. And I have never had an IV done, but it's definitely something I would love to try sometime. I'm a migraine sufferer. I'm always dehydrated. So I am definitely so interested in trying this technique with you and booking an appointment sometime. But to add to that, we're still doing our 20% off Jan Marini and 20% off Yonka, which are our two fantastic skincare lines. You still can come in, book a free consultation. We are booking up with those, but we are always able to accommodate you and make a spot for you. So call, give yourself that chill time you deserve. And our facials are just fantastic. We can let you know not only to treat yourself at home with proper wellness techniques, skincare, but come in and experience what it's like to just treat yourself. People come in for facials because they may have something specific they're trying to treat, but people don't realize that have never had a facial just how relaxing they are. You don't have to have something specific going on with your skin to come in and just chill. It puts you in a whole new realm, a place. You just relax. I always have clients tell me they didn't realize that they had pain or the tension in their face while they're getting a massage in their face, just things you don't even think of. So if you're just stressed out like I am this morning, come to chill and get a facial and we will de-stress you. We also are excited to announce that we are adding time to our schedule for massaging. That is something that's been a struggle since the pandemic. So we're so thankful that now one of our fabulous massage therapists, Kim, she is adding more time to her schedule, so we do have some more openings. I know so many of our clients have been trying to get massages with us, and it's been really, really hard with our schedule because we just fill up so fast. So call Chill, book your massage. We have more openings now, so get yourself in there and get that chill time you deserve.
I love it. And thank you for reminding us of the importance of chill time, because both Mariah and I, we were like, when we heard you talking about facials, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it does. It totally de-stresses us, and that's what we need to do. So Jamie, thank you so much for chilling with us this morning, and we love you, and we will see you at Chill soon.
Okay, bye, ladies.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you, James. Bye-bye. You know, we are celebrating Wellness Month, and sometimes it just feels a little too, it feels really overwhelming if we're not always making the best choices. We need to get out and walk more. We need to take supplements. We need to shorten our work life. There's just so many different, we have complications in relationships. There's just so much to it. But I say baby steps, then big steps. And if we can change one thing, make it a habit, and then go on to our next thing and be good to our bodies and our minds and our souls.
Absolutely. I think you're so right. Once you feel like one thing needs improvement, it starts to feel like everything compounds and everything needs improvement. Oh, I didn't work out at all this week. I've been eating like garbage this week. I've drank no water. I'm sleeping terrible. Cranky with my kids. I think we can fall into that rut really, really easily. I read a book. Actually, it's one of my favorite books. It's called Atomic Habits by James Cleary. I don't know if you've ever read it.
No, I think I need to. Atomic Habits?
Atomic Habits. We just gave a copy to our whole team because it's just so good. I've read it a couple times. Talks about being 1% better every day. If we can just focus on 1% improvement, I think that's achievable, right? Just try to make the best decision you can at what's in front of you in that moment. Just go from there.
Yeah, so if I made a bad choice of eating too many chocolate-covered strawberries yesterday, then I don't have to, like, continue that, you mean? Right. And if I make a better choice today and not have all that sugar. I'm like, you know, and I was just talking about this with Caitlin because she said that. She's like, you know, Caitlin is one of our chill girls at Chill Spa, and she was like, you know, if it's like, just because we did all these things that weren't great at that moment, we have a moment to change. Make that change. It's like you're not giving up.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the beauty of life is every single day we get to wake up and we can rewrite the story, right?
Oh, yes.
So if we didn't like who we were yesterday, if we didn't like who we were for the past 10 years, change that.
Yeah, so if we've been cranky for 10 years or cranky for a moment, we can like literally shake it off. And I talk about movement and the importance of movement. And when we're feeling stress, if you just start moving your body, literally moving your body and then flicking off the bad energy, it really makes a difference. And it's like when you go outside, if you've been inside too long, and I'm like, let's go for a walk, you know, let's go for a walk. And don't you feel better? I'm like getting goosebumps, like getting, you know, thinking about that because it really makes a difference.
It does. It absolutely does.
And so with Wellness Month for optimal health, and what can we do? We're going to drink more water. Drink more water. We're going to sleep more. Infuse our body with wellness, positivity, better thoughts in our minds, because so many times, you know, there's so much going on. We have these negative thoughts and we've got to literally flick them off.
We do. And, you know, sometimes that involves even the circle who we're around most, right? So we're really the sum of the 5 people we hang around most often. So I think it's important to audit who you allow in that circle and how do they make you feel? Do they bring you up? Do they tear you down? And go from there with that relationship. And sometimes it's okay to let relationships go. It's hard. You know, my husband and I have both had to do that in certain situations, but you know, your mental health and your stress levels are more important than relationships that can tear you down.
Yeah. Detox toxic relationships. That is the best thing. Let them go. What I love is you guys work together.
We do.
And,
which is pretty new, but it's fun.
And so how amazing is that? But still, it's like, it's got to be a little challenging every once in a while, right? Do you have you, can you share some of the things to make it work? Because, you know, in life, sometimes you're like, oh, if you're working with them, living with them, it can be a little much, especially, I don't know, just with life. Yeah,
absolutely. So it's pretty new that Nate and I now work together and own a business together. We're co-owners of Origin Wellness. Nate has worked from home for many, many years. He's just had remote positions. I have not. So now we're both home, which is really interesting. Sometimes it can be challenging. You know, that our kids don't always understand that we're working, and I know they see us, you know, they see us and we're visible, so they don't associate that with work. You know, what Nate and I have found to work for us, and we are no relationship expert by any means, but it works for us. We have pretty defined roles in the business, okay? And you know, at some point you do have to separate business and relationships so that it's not just constant business talk when we're kind of done with the day.
Mm-hmm. That's key.
Yeah. My role is more client facing. You know, I'm with staff, I'm with our team. Nate's kind of the behind the scenes guy, and that is really where he excels. He has a background in technology. He's been in that field for 12 years. that's not my strong suit. Computers aren't really my strong suit. Putting IVs in, yes. Computers, not necessarily. So that is where he strives. And, I honor that, and I make sure that I give him recognition for that. I think that's really, really important. It's hard for us sometimes to get caught up in the day-to-day and the hustle bustle. Everybody wants to feel like they're acknowledged and recognized and
appreciated.
Absolutely. And, my business partner happens to be my husband, and that relationship is the most important relationship in my life, is my marriage. Without that, we wouldn't have any of this. So we do have to foster that and honor that commitment to each other. He often says to me that, he walks into the house from his office. His office is at our house, but it's a separate building at our house. And he's like, I don't get that time to decompress. Mm-hmm. I don't get that drive home to decompress from my day. And he's right. So I may have had 1,000 things going on. The kids probably are screaming in the moment. I have a choice right then and there. Do I dump my day on my partner, my business partner, and my partner in life? Do I dump that day on him? Or do I ask him, how was your day? I know I may have seen him all day, but how was your day? And I think he really appreciates that. He's smiling right now, at least.
I got goosebumps. Oh, my gosh.
It's important. I've talked to you about this before, Chrissy, but we have a decision in any situation, and I take this very seriously with Nate. Do I build him up or do I tear him down? And that is the decision in every single situation, whether it be a difficult conversation we have to have or an easy one. And what would he do for me in that situation? So usually I build him up and, try not to tear down. I'm human. We're all human, and it happens. But recognizing that wasn't right and making that right is very important as well.
And that is so key. Oh, my gosh. Do what is right. Oh, my gosh. Do what is right. Build each other up. Do not tear each other down. And if we haven't, if they're not where we are, we help them get there. Exactly. With whatever is going on in life. So he doesn't tell you how to be a nurse, and you don't tell him how to do the video and, hey, the camera has to angle this way. Well, maybe you'll be like, oh, can you catch this side? And you know what? Appreciation, respect goes a long way. And it is so key. And thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
Because we do have to be reminded, we may have had a tough day, but how is our partner? And asking them about their day. Exactly.
They may have had the best day of their life.
And they need to share it.
They may have killed it. And when you dump your day on them, that's a lot. That's a lot. And if the role is reversed, how does that feel? I had a killer day, had a great day, and all the problems then dumped on me as soon as you walk through the door. Then it kind of deflates the spirit. Mm-hmm. Not to say that those aren't important conversations, because they are. Yeah. They're very important to really be raw and candid with your partner. But giving that little time of grace.
Yes, we all need
Welcome
grace.
them home and with a smile.
And hugs are priceless.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh my gosh. When you hug, oh my gosh, so much goes away.
Does it make you feel good?
It does.
Your love language must be physical touch.
Yes, totally.
Nate's is too.
Oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden that stuff is not important.
Exactly.
And then we can focus in on the positive.
Exactly.
And then but not look at the negative. But it's how do we learn from that? And that's the key thing is learning, growing, embracing awesomeness, embracing the ones that really love us, truly love us. And instead of sometimes, like, I think about it, too many times we hurt the ones we love the most, and that's not okay.
Exactly.
And true apologies and behavior changes are so key, or we're going to live a miserable life. And I want to live a happy life, and I want to share all these great tips that I learned from so many people. And that was, what you have to share is just so impactful, Mariah.
Thank you.
It really is. And I'm so glad we are celebrating Wellness Month. And I have a few notes of, how optimal health impacts your life positively. And it reduces anxiety and stress. And as I read these off, let me know if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Because I can handle being wrong.
I'm nodding. You're doing good so far.
I'm wrong a lot, but work in progress. Helps improve overall well-being, reduces symptoms of depression, experience less pain, and you heal faster. So when you're in optimal health and we're being good to our mind, body, and soul, these are the benefits. Improves your quality of life, improves your sleep, boosts your energy, improves mood, creates joy, and you have a healthier, stronger body. And I just think it's so important to be kind to our bodies, our minds, and our souls. And it's important to get the facts straight, too, and know what's going on in the world, and to be good to ourselves. And I know we only have a few minutes left, but where can we find you?
So you can find us on Facebook and Instagram, Origin Wellness Co. Our website is originwellnessco.co. And you can find me at Mariah Frisella on both Instagram and Facebook.
And I will say your posts are, very uplifting, very real. I love how you keep things real because, we talk about balance. It's really hard to get there, but work in progress. And finding, the joys of career freedom, family, relationships. We do need to play, though. We need to hit the beach. It's finding that balance, work, play, family, career, what fuels us.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, balance is tough, right? I don't think anybody has it all figured out. I kind of feel like I could probably use 10 more arms and I'd be juggling all different kinds of things at once. And we all are doing that. I'm no different. It's, for me, really about giving what's in front of me 100% of my attention because that's what I can control in that situation. And that's kind of how I've been tackling balance because there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of things that require my attention and a lot of things that I want to give my attention to. And I want our message to be heard. I want it to be in the community and felt in the community, and for our clients and our community and our community of nurses too, to know that they're loved and there is a place here for you.
I love it. So you are not only fueling our mind, body, and souls with goodness with your new mobile business that you just opened up August 1st, but you are hiring nurses.
Yeah, so we have a really great team. We have 4 registered nurses that have incredible experience, probably surpassing my experiences in skill set. We have an outstanding nurse practitioner that is actually a doctorate of nursing. It's the highest degree you can get in nursing, and she is a rock star.
We love rock star
women. Yes, all of these ladies are just absolutely fantastic and doing great, great work. We do have on our website, a request for any nurses that are interested in joining our team. We will be at the expansion point pretty soon here. And those conversations have been very, very powerful with the nurses in the community that want freedom and autonomy in their practice and a place where they can feel safe. I don't think any nurses go into nursing thinking that they're going to be losing their job. Most nurses think nursing and job security. And there's been a lot of us that have had to face those decisions with the different mandates. And we are here to offer something completely different in freedom to nurses.
Freedom of choice. Oh, my gosh. And to work around their schedules.
Yeah.
Whether they're a mom or they have other things going on, they can do what they love, which is helping people. And that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. All of our nurses are busy moms too, and running a lot of really, really great stuff. We have nurses on the Seacoast, the greater Manchester area, and then all up 89 as well. So we have pretty expansive coverage for the state of New Hampshire. And we're going to tailor the appointment to you. And for our nurses, they get to basically make their own schedule, which is very nice and appealing to nurses that may be working overnights or a 12-hour shift or Monday through Friday. So it's a great gig that we got here.
Oh, my God, it's amazing. And to work with oh, my God, you and Nate are amazing. Good people that I've known for so long. Thank you, Nate. You're awesome. Oh, my gosh. Mariah, thank you for all you do and for fueling our mind, body, and soul, lifting us up, giving our freedom back.
Thank
you know? I want to do a big shout out for all the freedom candidates across the nation. Congratulations to Kerry Lake of Arizona. A big shout out to Tudor Dixon, who Jay and I spent time with in Chicago and Phoenix, who won her governor's GOP governor primary race. And lastly, Dr. Scott Jensen on his victorious GOP nomination in Minnesota. I have followed him when I felt like I was crazy. I'm like, there are those people that are standing up, that are fighting the censorship that is like unacceptable. Congratulations to them. And these three nominees will go on to the general election in November. Please get out and vote and have your voice heard, because so many Americans are standing up and researching their candidates. It's so important to research your candidates. And thank you for representing us. Freedom, peace, love, kindness. And Mariah, thank you for chilling with me today.
Thank you, Chrissy.
Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Love you all. And that'll be the end of the wrap. Peace, love, and chill. Freedom. God bless America.